What's up, guys,
It
and
just
welcome to Friday Show. Alexi here. He is dead rich. He just shouted out, but we were not recording. So, Alex, let me pass it over to you. How's it going, bro?
oh yeah. I was a big loser today and now I'm a big winner. Risk management. I mean, I took a $500 loss this morning on Bitcoin and then I waited and I waited and then Solana, I mean my girl Solana, she uh she came perfect for the retest of previous highs and she said, "Hold me, long me and take me to Valhalla." And we're currently up $2,700 for the day. And that's why you use good risk management.
Let's go. So you can buy the top and still
Let's go,
make money
baby.
on it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Let's
How's your day
get it.
going, bro?
Doing fantastic. Doing fantastic. A little sore of the throat, and that's because I think I snored too hard yesterday. I was pretty tired. And well, other than that, already into a couple of trades. We've been doing fantastic. Remember that yesterday I mentioned that the day before I had 3 stopped outs. Well, today at night we were taking 2 big profits on the trades that we were talking about. And I want to actually shout out the hackers. Man, remember, I mean, this is just so hilarious. If you guys don't know, we also teach on another Discord, which is the hackers, right? And if you're from the hackers, shout out to you. But those guys are such a degens, man. They bring up the most, not kidding,
I just
useless.
get in trouble there, man, because I just tell everybody this is a shit coin.
I do remember. And what was it was like one of the creators or something?
Gummy Rand's token. I'm like, this thing's a piece of shit. I mean, if it smells like a shit, it looks like a shit, it's probably a shit.
Yeah, I mean, they don't tell us who's token or anything, and we just look at the charts, and that's what all that we run through. I mean, I'm standing next to you, my friend. If they show me a token and I don't like it, and I have my opinion, ask me my opinion, I'll just do my opinion. Let's go, hackers. Scare say. So let me shut up, hackers.
We love the
Let's go.
hackers though, man. They're good shit, man. They're good
Yeah,
fun.
they are. And I love that they're always like fearless, bro. They're fearless on their trades.
I
Let me
can't
show
believe
you.
they all took that Solana along with me.
Oh, that was a good one, man. So,
Crazy.
one of the actual tokens that I
I'm
brought
getting an
up,
echo.
you're getting an echo from yourself or
Yeah.
from me?
I can hear myself.
You can hear yourself. Can you
Shouldn't be on
test?
my end. Only when you opened up your screen it did it.
Test. Test.
Check.
Test.
Check.
Test.
I can hear myself still.
What the F?
It's double dipping, bro. I like the sound of my voice though. I'll keep talking if you want.
No, that let me see really quickly because you're not being pushed to voice chatting here. Microphone
check.
input is just wavelength. Isn't it not on your end?
Close your screen.
Close my
Like
screen.
stop sharing.
Yeah, I'm doing it wrong.
Now when I talk, look, it's normal. It's not repeating. When you share your screen, it shows it.
Right, and that's because I was on full screen. Got it. How is it doing
there you
now?
Go.
Let's go.
Bravo.
Yay.
Technical difficulties solved.
There we go. All right. Level newbie achieved. All right. So let's get it here. Some of the tokens that I've brought out from the hackers are Grass. And most recently, just now, I was actually kind of cleaning up my side party here, and I was looking at, hey, what is this useless token? No kidding, useless, bro.
No, man, you. I think you catch the cold from the hackers, bro.
I'm getting hackerized. I don't know, man. It's looking juicy. Look at that.
Why don't you just trade BNB or something, you know?
Oh, dude, I fucking hate BNB, and the damn thing doesn't stop
moving. But it's so bullish, bro.
Yes, it is. have you any idea? Was it just pumping like that? I mean, I know Astra is behind some of that, but like, calm the
No,
f
Astra
up.
is gonna fall off a cliff, bro.
Yeah, it is, but not right now. All right,
We'll
let me
see.
get. What is it?
Bitcoin's coming into major resistance right now, just so everyone knows.
Oh yeah,
That's
look
all.
at that. There we go, to almost previous all-time highs. Let's get it. All right, so really quickly, let's take on what Alex mentioned, because if if Bitcoin reverses, everything else is gonna reverse with it, right? So really important. I was talking about the Dogecoin. I entered for a long right here. We're barely into profit in the 4 hours. Remember, we have a scale down entry. So at this point, you can move your stop to the very bottom of the candle, or leave it as is. All right. So just so you know, our stop loss somewhere around 0.23, our secondary entry, and right here, I'm just risking a half of a position, so 2/4. And then at the top, well, our basically entry says, OC, why so many market dynamic loaded on your left? Because I use something called a layer strategy, or the layer out my indicators. Let me show you really quickly. Let's go to a cleaner chart, and let's do. All right, give me guys a coin. Desmond, what are you looking at? And I'm gonna make an analysis on whatever coin you asked me to. Let's do that exercise. I think this is gonna be a good and interesting answer here. So standing by, or anyone, whoever. Oh, here you go. W Pingu BB Firecoin, useless. There's a bunch. Zebra. Senba says, love it. Both of you have no Discord mention for this. All right.
Do Mog coin.
What is it?
Mog. MOG.
MOG. All right, let's do MOG.
I'm bullish on Mog. Okay.
Really? I've
Yes.
never heard about
if
this.
if I was to pick a meme coin, this is the one.
No, let's add it. Where are you
I think we're
trading
going
it
to
at?
Valhalla. Mexi.
Let's see. Mug at Mexi. All right. Let's actually. What is the other color?
Bro, it is a perfect breakout retest continuation trade right now, bro. I'm telling
Really?
you, this just came across my
Look at
desk.
that.
Okay. And I'm giving you the Wolf of Wall Street, okay?
Nice. Well, let's do it. Ah, look at that. Dude, this is actually freaking is. Look at that. A major freaking trend line breaking.
Bro.
Love it. Let's effing go. All right, I'm gonna do an alerting here, and well, since right now it is making a bull flag, well, it's actually closing this candle entry. So let's do it. All right, guys, you have your first entry of the day. Be careful nonetheless. This is a meme coin. So let me explain you really quickly. To my left, I have what I call, the bare bones of my trading setup, right? So my very first market oracle Pro Plus, it have, let me show you the configuration really quickly. My trendy, which is the trend finder, right? Trendy or trend mode, which remember is not buys, tops and bottoms. It is trend breakouts, trend buyouts, trend sellouts. All right. And I have it configured for Bitcoin 4 hours. And then I also have take profits and dynamic reactor, kind of highlight, add static, and that's it. All right. That is it. So let me just turn off my DMI and of course there you go, my linear regression. So I have just pure candles in here. So let me show you really quickly. Now that I have this one Market Oracle Pro Plus configure, I turn it on, and this is the bare minimum that I use. All right. Why? I tend to be a little bit messy on my drawings. I don't know why, all right, but I like actual simple charts. Yeah, it is like, dude, I like clean charts, but I just tend to be very messy. Thus, people around here, identify me with the spaghetti plate. Just so you know, all right? Inner jerk. Feel free to mock around it, right? I don't care. But if you mock of me, I'm gonna mock on you, all right? That's a Mexican thing. So be prepared, all right? So we're buddies. So just so you know. All right. So the point is that if I need just to there you go, that's my charts, like Dagan mentioned these charts. I know, man. That is my chart. Just so you know. So the point is that if I need to just go back to basics, and here's something that happened 2 days ago. I had 3 stop outs, all right? Looking at retrospective, I was not wrong, but I could have done things differently. That for me, I call that bidding out sync with the market. Like, for example, right here. Let's just say that for some reason I calculate my trend line like this, which is very close. I mean, that could be a very newbie or a very basic mistake. Look at that. Just going slightly above, just taking the 2 important points, not crossing over the most things. And right here, I was said, hey, I have a rejection. So I should be shorting the thing, right? Look at that. I already have the flip of the ribbon and I'm going down, rejection from here. So I should be going for a short, right? And by the way, this is a mistake. Just so you know, I'm wrongly doing this on purpose, all right? So I'm shorting the resistance. All right. You would be doing this, quote unquote, right, because you don't long resistances. The breaking point is your trend line, all right? That is not great positioning. That is the only thing. So this is that you are unsynchronized for the market or in the market. So when you get a stopped out or something, I tend to be very emotional. So I need to come back from zero. Like, hey, all right, this is shit. I need to resync with the market. Everything that I think I knew, let's just throw it away and let's start from 101. Going simple again. All right. So what is the bare bones of trade? Trends. All right. I mean, the very first thing that you hear about it is the trend is your friend. All right. XPL, absolutely. It's right when I finish this. I think this is an important part that I'm going to be explaining. All right. Therefore, I start with the trends. The trend is your friend, and the trend line is the tool by definition created to measure trends. So when you lose a trend line, you're losing the trend. That's it, period. So when you lose a trend, you're losing it here, not here. You were pretty freaking bearish here until you flagged out. All right. So that is the truth of here. So why are we talking about this when I have so many indicators turned on? Because I layer them out so I can have as much information as I can, but not all I want. I mean, look at how many indicators I use because I don't want to miss on anything, right? And also because I teach this stuff. So I need to be prepared to teach whatever you ask me for. All right. And well, there you go. Make your analysis. Where is it going? Give me a target. Right. And this becomes hilarious because we are getting here. Just out of nothing, it's going to pop up in front of my screen. So I'll open it up in a second as I throw it back. But not sure what I'm gonna be opening there.
Just wait, keep going.
Yeah, all right, absolutely. So here's what you'll see, right? I mean, this is the whole information presented for you. So you should be able, with all the information, to be able to create a fantastic trade, right? Wrong. Look at that. I bet you cannot even see the price action just because you have this big grid screen here, grid box in here, right? But this is the point, not to have, or to have as many things configured as I can without having the mess up in here, and I can do the best possible analysis. Now getting to the answer of your question. Look at this, Market Oracle Pro Plus. If I turn it on, you'll see reversals. If I turn it off and I turn the previous back on, you don't see reversals. You see that? And then if I turn the other one, look at that. I'm adding information. So I'm adding not only a dynamic reactor, which at this point, dynamic reactor, because this is a low cap, dynamic reactor is very stuck to the price action. And man, by the way, guys, we have a entry signal right here. So if you're going for that long, this is the moment. Use your stop loss. This is not financial advice, right? And we haven't even finished the analysis. All right, so just so you know. Nonetheless, at this point, I can turn on and bring on, for example, my quantum reactor. Quantum reactor in low caps acts like the dynamic reactor, right? So look at that. Breakthrough, retest, perfect retest now. So even if you draw your trend line the wrong way, you know now that you have a one-to-one mathematical point-to-point, peer-to-peer line, right? Based on volume. Perfect. Now, this is where or how I justify having that many indicators turned on, right? Not at the same time, but right there on my chart. So even if I make one mistake, I do have the chance to tell or to have my indicators correct me over that mistake. Look at this other one now. Look at this. Then look at how am I turning one off and turning another on. You see? Now my charts still look and feel clean and clear, despite I have a lot of information. I have been going through a lot of information. I mean, look at this. If I turn things back again on, things start getting noisy, right? Things start getting a little clutter. So back at support, look at that breakout retest on support. There we go. That's another correction. And then I have, for example, predictive ranges. What's going to be my target? This is going to be my target at 0. What to the power of 6? What the hell is that? All right. I don't know what we're looking here. All right, perfect. And then I can turn off the previous one. You see that? And then turn on my VRVP. And then, hey, where is my POC? So, all right, maybe within this box, taking the first profits and moving my stop to entry. All right, soft order block. We're getting ready to hit it. What else? Oh, look at that. HV. All right, what does HV stands for? High volume breakout. It's not about the breakout, it's about the retest. You got it. Off we go, right? Turn that off. Turn on the other VRVP. Look at that. Breaking required to break the VRVP. Goes trend. It's telling me, let's bring it up really quickly. And oh, I need to refresh it. Let's just keep it just for the sake of going faster. My Fibonacci tells me, oh, look at that. Once again, target, predicting target at this area. So you see how am I overlaying stuff, and why do I have that many stuff on my setup here? So that's how I use it. So I can look at as many indicators as I can to make a good analysis, but don't have them all at once. So I can choose. For example, this is the last part I'm going to be telling you. Like, for example, I can go for my what is it? My FIBP, by the way, free indicator and fantastic because it takes you onto what is the most probable target based on Fibonacci. It auto draws Fibonacci for you. All right, look at that possible target. And then let me clear this up really quickly and lock this, clear this up. All right, and then turn on, for example, support and resistances or order blocks. Where are my order blocks? Come on. No, order blocks. There you go. Order blocks, right? So you have a combination of whatever you like. So there it is. Let me pass it over to you, Alex. And let's see how that trade you took went, man. You already have taken some profits. Let's go, baby. 1,828. Woo. Nice. Love it. Love it.
Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Well, how do you get into this trade? Well, that's what we should answer. OC, go check that thing out I sent you. I got it. I bought it yesterday.
Dude, I just have it open. It is
You're gonna watch
blinding. Holy shit. Love it.
OC is gonna get an erection. Hold up.
It's
Anyways, looking at Solana here, guys. So we had a very similar story yesterday. Okay, so what we can see here is I tell you guys this over and over again for up only trading, right? There's a couple strategies. I always tell you retest to previous highs, right? So up only, right? Retest to previous highs is something that you're always looking for when trading, okay? Because what does that do? That's balance in the force. Okay, it also grabs enough liquidity in order to justify pushing price up. Okay, what this means is the market maker's okay pushing up 100% to get 50%, to push up 100% to get 50%. It's typically why markets move like this, right? So if we understand why markets move like this, we can take advantage of it, right? So if we look at this up-only trading, and let's just go through and mark out the highs, right? If we go out and mark out the highs, and we look at where they revisit in the range, okay, we can see very clearly, even here, we can see very clearly that these highs continually get revisited. Okay, so in up only, it's a strategy that I use all the time, right? So what we can see here, right, is every time you retest those highs, you typically push out. You break out, you retest. You break out, you retest. Okay. I was able to get long here yesterday. The same exact idea. Okay. Same thing this morning. What did they do this morning? They pushed up price, enticing people to buy. They dumped it on their head. Leverage traders, right? Leverage traders created overnight, only to wreck them in the afternoon. When did we go up yesterday? 11 o'clock. Exactly. When did we go up today? Right? A little bit earlier. But it's the same idea over and over and over again. Okay. Another thing you can use in this strategy is order blocks. Okay. The order blocks work really well. Identifying your order blocks in price action. So you can use your rewind tool here. And we can show you very easily. Okay. Here's your price action here. And you will populate order blocks on the way up. And on your way up, you're going to want to mark these out. Giving me trouble this morning. On your way up, and it's going to give you areas of interest where price can possibly return to. So you're going to have one in here. You're going to have one down here as you move up, right? And you're going to look for these areas to be retested, okay? To be retested. As you can see in here. So if I marked out this order block on the short-term time frame and I extended this over and then I pressed play here, right? Obviously stop loss below the low. I'm just looking for this thing, entry at the top of the order block, stop loss below the low of the range, and looking for continuation up, right? And I just take this off so you guys can see a little bit better, okay? And you just slide the thing over there. And you're paid, right? When you're looking to take profit up at the top, right? Even if it comes back down, look at this, it still works. Magic, right? Magic, up only trading, okay? So that you understand. So that's why I got in long here. What also added to the confluence of that is that we have a sweep of the liquidity down below. So you know that there's liquidity down here before this dumps, right? Before this dumps, we know, okay, we take our rewind tool again. I'm going to start our morning off all over again, right? So when we come to the charts, we know from our indicator that there is liquidity down at the lows here, right? That there is, look, a liquidity and an order block, right? Below these lows here. So we are interested in taking these lows, okay? We're also interested in revisiting the high because Alex O Crypto said so, okay? So if we come down and we take this low here and we bounce, okay, because we want to see a bounce. We don't want to just trade it blindly, okay? And we bounce. What does this also do? This also gives us bullish divergence on a higher term time frame. Okay, because you're going to have a lower low or a lower low and a higher low on your oscillator. So if I go out of this, I get rid of this, and I go on to a 50-minute, you have an SFP bullish divergence, which typically, right there, bullish divergence, right? That typically returns to where it started. Well, where did this move start? Right here. We're looking to return to there. I'd say that's a pretty nice little setup, right? So it's understanding the context of where the trade is. It's also understanding we're in up-only price action, right? So what's the narrative? We talked about this extensively, right? There it is, right? So that was the Solana trade I'm still currently in. Still got like $50,000 on this trade. Got like 400, 500 unrealized. See if it wants to continue to push. Liquidity at the highs. Can we SFP and dump here? Absolutely. I've just taken profit again. So if we do this, who cares? I've made quite a good chunk of money today, okay? So it's understanding that. It's understanding where your barriers are in front of you and applying our strategies to that. So let's go over and take a look at Bitcoin. Same thing. This is what I gave my Discord today, right? I said either we're sweeping this high or we're breaking out of this high and retesting the orb, which I've shown you guys how to put on your chart here. Okay. You have a breakout retest of orb. You don't have a key level here like you did on Solana. You just swept down. Okay, this is in a golden pocket. It missed the golden pocket. It missed this liquidity sweep in here. Okay, but you do have an orb. So the orb reclaim, you also have a VWAP in here, a VWAP reclaim. So that's bullish. That's continuation. Then you get out of here, breakout, retest, off you go. Okay, so there's multiple ways to jump into these trades throughout the day. Okay, It's basically what I'm saying. Is that you can make lots of money as long as you're patient enough to wait. Now, what happened this morning is I got stopped out on Bitcoin here. Whoop-de-doo. For $500. I just made $2,000. Easy, right? So making sure you practice good risk management is part of the game too, right? I jumped the gun too early on Bitcoin. I was right about direction, but I was way too early. Okay. Which is fine, right? As long as we're managing our risk, we can still be successful, right? Because you take a couple swings, that's why you get 3 strikes in baseball, right? So take a couple of swings. Right now we're in our last volume nipple, okay? Last volume nipple. The final boss before we go to Valhalla. Okay, so if we're looking at this is literally, we have the all-time highs. We have a little bit of volume up there, but if we zoom out and we look at this, okay, what we can see here, and we would have to go into here, right? And we'd have to extract the volume in these areas. And look, we are right there, guys. And then we have a little bit of confluence up here. If we want to pick it apart, we can say there's a little level here and a little level here, but not really, okay? So if we can break out here, we may hit an all-time high today, OC. So pretty exciting, man.
Let's
Bro,
go.
Look at these fucking candles, bro. This is crazy, bro. Look at this shit, bro.
We're gonna hit it.
This is crazy. Up only, man. So, guess what we do? We short all-time highs normally, right? Normally, you short all-time highs. I'm just putting it out there. This much overextension, everybody euphoric. I've never seen so many open mouth thumbnails until this week, OC. I think everybody's going into the dentist this week,
Yeah.
Right? Oh, man. Yeah, so that's the plan. I got a bunch of pullback levels for you guys. Clearly, nothing's pulling back. Sui looks really good. I really want to see AI go off. Okay, AI, I think, is lagging a bit. And like render. Okay, so render looks juicy. A lot of these AI tokens. You got this nice bull pennant here. FET, same thing, nice bull pennant here. Okay, looking for this thing to go for a run. BitTensor, nice bull pennant here. Okay, so they're all doing that bull pennant thing. Okay, GPU, GRT. AVAX looks really strong right now. Something that you might be interested in. Breakout, retest, continuation trade here. Big liquidity grab yesterday, which is a very bullish sign in my opinion. Okay. Virtual, guys. I've been buying virtual down in here. My average buy is $1.20. I'm still underwater. You can get a better buying price than me. But bro, if Ethereum breaks out, this thing is going to be employed by NASA, bro. So, and not financial advice. OC special here. Breakout retest. Bottom of the wedge. Just saying, bro. Just saying. And I gave you guys this buy level down here. Don't tell me I didn't. Okay, $1. Another thing, Aerodrome. And don't tell me I didn't tell you guys to buy under $1 either. I did 100 times. Okay. Aerodrome. You're about to see it too on Aerodrome right here. Okay. And this thing, when it goes, when Coinbase is like, oh, Aerodrome's the best exposure to Coinbase. If we can break out of 115 here and go, Valhalla, guys. All-time highs. Easy. Easy all-time high. We just take this and put it on this. Okay? And we're up there. That's it. Laddering up all the way. Bullish tokens. We want to participate in winners. We want charts that look like this. You don't want charts that look like this. Okay? Winners. That doesn't mean that charts like that won't do well. Like I still am thinking about buying a bunch of TIA right now. Look at this. This is down only, guys. TIA is down only right now. But this is where, if you have conviction, and I do think the fundamentals on TIA are good, if this thing goes off, guys, it's an easy 10x. Like the easiest 10x in all crypto, I think Celestia right now. Like easiest. Because once this starts popping off, bro, it's over. Anyways, I don't want to give you guys too much hopium because I do think on Sunday we're going to dump.
Let's go. Sunday dump.
Okay. Why are we going to dump on Sunday, bro? Do you know
All-time
why?
highs, and that's it, I guess.
I'll show you why. And too much. I got too much. I got too much insights, bro. I got like this crystal ball I got from this Mexican guy.
Oh.
Just saying. Humble pie coming on Sunday. What's the bet?
Oh, the Trump agreement. Love it. Oh, nice. We have a request
So
right here.
all-time high today,
Mhm.
tomorrow. Then Donald's gonna. He wants to buy a little bit more more Ethereum or something, bro. Before we go to the moon.
Let's go. Hopefully, fuck Ethereum. Still, I'm gonna buy it. So we have a request right here for who is it? Sati Shatishkik. What's up? So he mentioned that he bought. I don't know where you bought. If you bought a breakout, you should be. I mean, I think you have bought it here, which means you are right here, a little bit underwater. We're still on support. This is a ranging zone. Look at this spike. This is a ranging zone. We're coming up in here, which means that we might have enough momentum to break to the upside here. Our reversal diamond. Something that I'm not quite liking is this rejection, but we can go back up. Look at and let me bring this up. Look at your volume matrix. All right, your volume matrix tend to have a limit of volume decrease. Let's go for the worst case scenario, like in here or here. And look at that. I mean, we have no history. That's why it's an issue to trade coins with no history. I don't know if I'm just looking at the wrong asset or the wrong broker, but this is, I would say, the absolute lows, right? Where are we at this point? We have just hit it once, twice, third time, and this is, I would say, the latest time. So you're getting at the bottom already. So look at your money flow, still outflow. I mean, yes, there is a chance that we can still go lower, and that for the most part could be it, but only for sweeping some lows. All right. Other than that, I think that you are on big support. Look at this trend line right here; it's already there. Let's bring the rest of the things up in here to see what else we have. Well, we have a predictive range right there. What else we have in here? We have the money flow POCs all the way up here. So up there, so not much. You are at the bottom of the range. Let's take a look at our VRVP. Our VRVP, we're getting very close to this shelf in here, or at the bottom of that shelf. Well, the lowest that it could go is 0.77, but I don't think that we're gonna get there just now. Let's take a look at here. What else we have? FIBP. Let's take a look at our FIBP. Our FIBP low mentions that at the bottom there we go, the valley at 0.82 for the lowest. So I would say that as long as you have your stop loss, if you enter right here on the breakout, right there, and then you give yourself a little bit of a wiggle room, you're all right. And if you're looking for bounces, well, then your next bounce is going to be significant high right here, somewhere around $1.03. And then there you go. This is where you start looking juicy at $1.23. So that is my analysis for XPL. Not sure what is it, but here it is for you, brother. If you're already too underwater, like if you long here and this is just way too much, wait for a little pumping here. This is not financial advice, all right? But what I would do is try to wait for a little pump, get rid as much as I can. without closing my position, and then we come back and see where am I at, right? If I'm crossing, leave a portion to it. If I'm rejecting, well, then you think you can still go higher for basically holding this area, hold a little bit to it. So, long story short, or as I said, short story long, I believe that you're gonna be making it out. But remember to scale down your operation, because if you're underwater and you're pretty scared of it, one of three things: either you went too high on the amount of your wallet, or you are over leveraged, or you have no stop loss. So one of those things might be C. BTC, we just went to that Dubai crypto, but
We are flying, bro.
we're yeah. But Bitcoin is flying, getting closer to an all-time highs right now. Well, we know the drill. Let's go for the predicted ranges. Target's gonna be 123,140 and 42. And well, then the next target will be 128. The question is, are we gonna make it? I don't think so. I think that we're gonna go higher, maybe retrace, flag out, and then take it throughout the rest of whatever is left of the week. So just be careful, because we could be reversing at some time closer here. But I think we're gonna reach the 128,700. That's what I got. Hold, hold. Hold the door, hold the door.
Hodor.
Hodor, Hodor. Absolutely. So, guys, really quick announcement before we go. This is the end of the show. We are running out of time. Today's Friday. Be careful with the low volume on Saturday and Sunday. Other than that, remember, don't buy tops. If you are not into Bitcoin at this point, don't you worry. It's come gonna come back down. And if you're a trader, you don't care about buying wherever, because as long as you have volatility, you make money on the volatility, not on the price. Price label. All right. So I don't care if I bought at 10,000, if I sold at 20,000. I don't care if I bought at 124, if I'm going to sell at 200K. All right. So that is the point. I mean, you buy low, you sell high. So right now, if it's high, you don't buy high, you sell high. If you don't sell high, you wait for it to come back down. Don't worry. The market is not disappearing. It's not closing anytime soon. Keep your FOMO on check. All right. Don't make new mistakes. Other than that, guys, let me pass it over. Alex, anything else that you want to share with the public?
Yeah. Prepare for a dump. Make money on the way up, but always use a stop loss. Prepare for a dump.
Absolutely.
That's all. Have a great weekend, everybody. Touch some grass, touch some ass, whatever you're into. OC, did you check out that link that I sent you, bro?
Yes, it's a man. I did have a boner. That's a fantastic. The only thing I would say, maybe you can add a not SSD. Sorry, you have two SSDs there. A hard drive, a physical hard drive, not mechanical. Mechanical, that's a word. Mechanical hard drive for backing things up of your SSD, just in case you have an over voltage, but you shouldn't, because you have a pretty good supply. So I think you have a solid build there. And dude, I'm so jealous of that graphics card, man. So freaking jealous, brother.
Let's go.
Man, love it, love it. That was a great peek, by the way.
Thank you. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Have a great weekend. And really quick to answer, Desmond, yes, it is the support and resistance inside your market dynamics pro. You go in here, and right here you have what is it? Here is MTF support and resistances. This is the indicator that marks your support and resistance, and you can configure it. Yep. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for joining. And as always, see you guys next week.